All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. Made it through the day. This is actually my third live stream, third different game of the day. I think that's a first for me. Yeah, actually, I know it's a first. Hey, Gary, and hey, Gary. Gary and Gary. Gary. Yeah, that not going to be confusing to me at all. Welcome back, gentlemen. This is going to be more of a relaxed stream. I am tired, but I've got stuff I've got to get done before 8.4 drops tomorrow. Let's get this where I need it. There we go. Why does it feel like it's further to the right? Maybe I'm further to the left. I don't know. It's been a day. Been a day. You get to see me do some live Alliance Quest. I know that's exciting. I know you are all looking as forward to it as I am. Hey, we got smacked in the face. Look at that. Oof. Great way to start that fight. Thought I could sneak in a hit. What am I doing? Come on now. It's frickin' Daredevil. Let's go. That pierce starts to hurt. I always screw up AQ fights when I do them on stream. I should do them before I start streaming. That's right. It's Hercules. Let's see. About as confusing when that J. Will person... let's see. Everton Trindad, MCOC, Sup Say Fassi, how... Oh, let's not talk about the last war. Okay? That has put me in a foul mood all day. No, last war was not very good, at least on my part. We lost 10-9. I had a death. While mine was not the only one, I blame myself. It's just who I am, how I am. And the problem with that was, without some help, we finished Plat 1. Not very happy with it. When we finish Masters, we get some better rewards. You know, we still get Masters rewards because of the Kabam screw up, but just wasn't very good. If I didn't die, we win. I shouldn't have died. I was one of the last fights. It was a fight that I've taken before, and it was just one of those fights. You know, you'll see it in the war video when I put it out. Yeah, it wasn't, I mean, hats off to PBT. They beat us. You know, they cleared the last 20 fights, including 2 bosses and a bunch of minis. They cleared it. They deserved the win. You know, I take it hard. You know, people tell me all the time not to and not to publicly flog myself, but, you know, it's what I do. Yeah, if I do something, I like doing it well. And when I don't do something well, it bothers me. Kind of like that. That I didn't do well there. And I really hate fighting her in arena. There's probably not a worse champion to fight in the arena. Well, there is, but she's just, the AI that is in the arena for her is annoying as all get out. And it seems like I have to fight her like every third grouping. So this should be fairly quick. I was going to do stupid recoils on stupid Elsa. There we go. Yes, I will run all of 8.4 on stream live. I will not be in there early tomorrow. I've got meetings at work. I will be in there sometime after 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't know exactly when yet. Will depend on how the day goes, who else is online streaming at the time, things like that. I'm not going to try to compete with, you know, if Legacy or Mike or somebody like that is doing their stream. I'd rather watch them myself, so I will be on sometime when, 90% of the populations are already stopped streaming for the day. I enjoy watching them too much to kind of try and stream over top of them. But that said, if it gets, about 6 o'clock and I'm just itching to do it, I will be in there. I want the rewards. I want to be done fairly quick with it. So, yeah, I'll be streaming it. And I'll do the rewards opening live. I may hold off. I'm trying to think on the rewards. I may hold off for... Here's my dilemma. I'm going to be able to open up a Titan Crystal after the Alliance War season. I know I can probably get the shards from... I'll have to look at all the rewards for 8-4 on when I'm going to open everything. Because I don't want to do an opening and rank somebody up until I've gotten the war rewards. Not the greatest in the world, but they are still decent. So I'll have to look at everything. But yeah, I will. The content will all be done. Really? That hit me? What's for dinner tonight? Dinner tonight was leftover pizza from last night. Really? I did not get in there in time? How many times you can hit into my block before you throw a heavy? Sheesh. I hate champions you can't parry stun. And then they do stuff like with the extreme recovery time. Yeah, we actually went out for lunch today and had a bigger lunch, so we just had leftover pizza tonight. I microwave it. I used to love cold pizza. I used to, one of my first jobs was I delivered for Domino's, and I would eat cold pizza. I mean, as much pizza as I ate from the ages of 19 to 20, you'd think I would be sick of pizza, but I'm not. I mean, I used to be able to eat it every meal, all the time. So I just can't eat it cold. I will microwave it. Used to do it in a toaster oven, but our microwave actually has a very good reheat cycle for pizza, and it comes out with the crust crunchy. Believe it or not, in a microwave, and the topping's done just right. So, and the one we get is a Chicago-style deep dish, which isn't that great for me, but I love it. So, the other way that I'll do it, if I put it in the oven, we've got a pizza stone that we do it. Oh, the microwave we got when we bought this house was kind of top notch, and I love it. I mean, it's one of the features of this house that I really like is the microwave. It's kind of weird to say, but yeah. Our microwave here is pretty darn good. It's got a nice reheat cycle. It has a temperature sense gauge in it. It's got, so it does very good at sensing the temperature of food and regulating its own power levels to get things done just right. Hey, Kay. How has your day been? And for those in the chat, how is your war season? How did they end up? I know I talked about mine, and I feel bad now. I forgot to ask about yours. And I hate fighting this guy, too. As a 7-star, his armor rating is just ridiculous. And I put one of the slowest attacking champions in the world against him. About 3 years from now, even though this is an arena fight, it'll be done. Did I see the new game? What new game is that? Once Human. No, I have not. I'll have to go take a look for it. What type of game is it? Run a gas line to a pool heater. Probably a little bit easier. I don't know if that's easier than my day or not. That sounds like manual labor. Survival game? I'll take a look at it. I haven't really done many survival games. I started doing Diablo 4 on stream. Speaking of Diablo 4, I started another character this afternoon while I was sitting in meetings and got it to the same point where I had the druid. I started a rogue, and I think I like the rogue a little bit better. So we may continue on where we left off, but with a different character. My plan is just to do at least one playthrough complete on stream, so people can kind of see the story in it beginning to end. Let's see, rolled out pipe into a trench, made two well, that doesn't sound too terrible as long as you didn't have to dig the trench yourself. I'm sure you've got machines to do that, but good old ditch witch, if nothing else. That's the only thing I've ever used to dig trenches and things like that. Because my trenches were just for cable. Let's get rid of some of her armor. My trench digging, yeah, that's good. Was playing this afternoon as well. Rogue is still my favorite. Yeah, I think that's going to be who I use. I didn't realize Rogue was... I'm thinking daggers and up-close melee. But maybe in my 20s. Oh, yeah. I worked on a golf course for a very long time very long time. It was about... Never got paid for it. I got paid in greens fees. I could play as much golf as I wanted. But we did all the kind of the manual labor there when I was like 14, 15, 16, 17. So dug my share of ditches and drainage and bunkers and just whatever. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the build was I looked up for the rogue. And of course you phase or go invisible or whatever you want to call it. And of course you throw a special one even though I'm blocking. But beat that. I do like Gamora. I wish she was useful in more spots. And I do like one thing, the best thing about today, but the only good thing about today, is I can run recoils all the time now. As of the 10th, well, as of today, but officially tomorrow, the Alliance War defensive mastery builds go into effect. And I don't have to swap for defense. I can select one build and mark it and not have to change. Which will be so nice. And then it's only 35 units a pop once they start charging us because it's all messed up. which I'm not convinced my fight was completely correct with my synergy build, but I can't blame it. I can blame my fight on me screwing up a special 2 and throwing it into their block. And then I didn't even get countered right away on the special after that. I went to go for an intercept and missed. And went from, pretty healthy, like 95% health to 44% really quick. And then almost pulled it off. I needed to be able to get one more parry in. He finished at like 11% health. So, I know better than to try and do what I did in Alliance War. I shouldn't. I kind of freaked out because I threw the special into his block thinking, oh, he's going to counter right away. He didn't. I countered and got smacked. Hey, Lee, how's it going? Compensation rewards, I don't know. They're not out yet, are they? I don't think they're out. If they are, I didn't look. I look at rewards on Thursdays and Sundays. It's weird. So it's like here, I let all these build up until like Thursday when I'm done with all my arena, and then I just grab it all at one time. So if there's rewards in there, okay, you got yours? I don't see them in here yet. I've been chosen, though. I gotta go do a, yeah, I don't see them yet. I don't hoard, well, I hoard, but I don't hoard. I get so many of them. Jumping there and doing it all the time, just, I don't know. Haven't done a war in years. You're a smart man, Lee. A very, very smart man. I don't know why I put myself through it. Yeah, I do. I'm competitive. I do, as much as I say I don't like it, the thing is, I don't like dying. I love war. I love the feeling when I clear stuff clean. It's like the war that just ended, even though I died on the last fight, I was feeling I was on a high. I cleared the first 5. Beautiful. I mean, even the first fight against, I had that CGR fight on Path 4 again, and my mastery's bugged to where Stupefy wasn't working. So my parry stuns weren't lasting enough for me to fight the way I wanted to. But I was able to recover and still do it. That was a great feeling. I was running through, and the other thing about it is if I was able to do that last fight when I was boosted like I was for the first 5, I had a 30% champion, the 25% health, and a 20% attack. So the big Alliance War boost that you pay for. But I'd run out. And I should have just gone ahead and rebought it for 1,300 units and boosted that big for the last fight. If I had done that, I think I able to pull it off. It's just Alliance War fights for the most part are so unforgiving. That to me is the worst part. I don't mind fights. If you fight in EQ, if you fight in Battlegrounds, you can mess up. You can get hit. You saw me just do, Alliance Quest. I got hit. Big deal. It didn't kill me. Let me go on. Alliance War, the way the nodes are, and see, that was my problem with, with the fights I've died on this season. The way the nodes are, once you're behind and you're getting hit, building up prowess was next to impossible. At least the first half of the season. The second half, it got a little bit better. But still was a pain. I'm happy with my little ally. We do AQ. I'm still all caught up and finished all content, push for events and other. That's, to me, that's perfectly fine as well. It'll be nice We're taking a slight detour next season, I think. Hasn't come out officially yet, but I think we're going to push Battlegrounds. Which will be different. They could change their mind too. It doesn't, you know, to me, that's kind of what I hope for, because I'm going to be traveling for 3 of the 4 weeks of next season. I can push Battlegrounds, though. I can be on a plane and do Battlegrounds if need be. Alrighty, go get those kiddos to bed, Gary. But yeah, you know, everybody is different in this game. Everybody enjoys different things. Made some actual lifelong friends. We keep in touch every day, holiday. That's cool. That's kind of what keeps me doing what I do. I'm actually going to go, when we take our vacation, we're going to go meet Enzo. So that's going to be fun. Looking forward to meeting Enzo in person. Hey, that's the Chavez I know and love. And then I miss a parry, and then she's going to get unblockable. And then we're just going to screw this up. So if she throws a special 2, we're restarting this fight. Real quick. The game will just mysteriously crash. Yeah, Enzo's awesome. You know, always positive, always happy. I wish I had his ability to be as happy as he is no matter what's going on. You know, he's never down. I mean, what you see on his stream is what we see in Alliance chat all the time. Bird of Hermes, how's it going? I am doing well. I hope you are. I don't know why I just swapped that out. I was thinking, oh, you know, I don't want to run 2 Cosmic, and I ended up running 2 Mystic. See, this is the, you know, this is how I enjoy playing the game. I can sit here, I can do other things. I don't have to look at it. I can stare at my screen. I can talk to all of you guys. That's a fun game. You know, my football / soccer, whatever you want to call it, team did decent today. They had moments where they looked good and moments where they looked horrible. Manuel, what's up? Yes, I am completely free to play. I have converted over to you. I am just chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm getting my units I'm going to need for the offer at the end of 8.4. And you never know if they do decide to come out with a spring cleaning. I need units for it because, you know, I don't buy those deals. I may not this year either. I am not a Real Madrid fan. I'm on the other side of that game. I'm a Man City fan, so. I hate this chick. It was nice. I actually got to watch a little bit of that game. Unfortunately, I was in meetings where I had to host during the second half. Yeah, man, well, I don't know on the offers. They're going to have to be pretty darn good. With all the travel I've got coming up, as expensive as it is, I don't know if I'm going to buy unless it's really, really good. I'm thinking I'm not going for the RNG stuff. So if it's crystals, no. I want rank up materials. Oops, missed the decks. Hey, missed the decks there again. Twice in a row. And we'll just get hit by a special one. Okay. Go away, dude. Jeez. They're going to have to be some pretty special deals at this point for me to buy them. If it's... See, that's what I... If that's what it is, they may get me to come up with a little bit. We'll see. We will see. They're going to have to give me some better pulls in the couple crystals I'll be able to open before then. The ones from 8.4, the ones from our lovely Alliance War season. Hey, Shark in the Water. Hey, Lefty Nox Raid. Hey, Lefty and Lefty Raiders. We've got Shark in the Water, Runty Gamer, Chuck, Darth Maul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Very laid back, chill stream, chatting, whatever. Chatting 8.4, the offer at the end of 8.4, spring cleaning, you name it. Hope everybody had a successful end to their Alliance War season. They got what they wanted, able to jump up a rank with rewards. I'm hoping we jump up a rank from somebody getting banned. Manuel, you need to make that happen. Just saying. Because no matter what you guys say, I still feel horrible. Is there a reward for... Oops, I thought I killed him. There we go. Now I killed him. Let's see. For Alliance War, there's going to be, yes. And we're supposed to be getting some compensation. You know, don't know what it will be yet. I think Gary, was it Gary who said that he had gotten his? Yeah, Gary said he'd already gotten his Alliance War compensation, so we'll see. Should be fairly soon if that's the case. Yay, I love fighting Void when I have recoils on. Oops, I forgot who I was fighting there for a second. Got to do light, medium combos against her. Hey, Andy, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier or not. I think I did. I don't know. My brain is tired. It's ready for tomorrow. You got your compensation earlier today? Cool. Well, maybe we'll get some then tonight. I haven't seen it. And this guy right here I'm using is probably one of the most disappointing champs out there. He could be so cool. But he is so weak. That's one of the things I love about Arena. I can go through here and I look at champs. And it's like, oh, they could be so good. But they're not. I actually kind of like Danny here. Because she is fairly quick in Arena. That's how I judge champions, by the way. Is how quick they are in Arena. Let me log in and see what the fuss is about. I do like Danny. I've got her as a rank 5 6-star. Once I finish up this arena, I'll jump over to, or I'll restart and see if I've got any compensation. Her SP2 is good. You know, I like when you've got whatever the charges are on them. She stops like Nick Fury's second life. She can stop anybody, pretty much turn off ability accuracy, you know, and a lot of champs, once they get down low, they can't get any heals. It's probably done to do, and that should be done. But I am looking forward to 8.4. I was saying earlier, for those that just joined, I will be live sometime tomorrow. I will be doing 100% full clear. Of course I walk into that. Let's throw this. That should kill. We'll be doing 100% and opening probably all tomorrow. Knowing me, I may space it out. Or I may just do 3 separate live streams tomorrow. Because what I like to do is a live stream for groups of it. I may do like 841, 842 in one stream, 843, 844 in another, 845 and 846. Just really depends on the paths, how bad the bosses are, things like that, how we'll break it up. And as far as gem goes, I don't know what I'm looking for yet, to be honest. Part of me wants mutant. I would love to have a rank 3 domino. So part of me wants a mutant gem. Part of me wants a science gem for the rank 3 Titania. Hey, Lee, gifting 1 membership to yourself. I don't know if I've seen that one before. I don't know if that was meant or if you did random and it chose you. Sorry, I'm sitting there going, it's my birthday. I wonder if anybody's going to get me a gift. They didn't. I'll get myself one. You know, that's the other thing that you got to think of. You know, I don't know if they're... So, you know, science is most likely going to be Titania to rank 3. Mutant would most likely be Domino to rank 3. I'd love a rank 3 Sauron, but I don't think I can take him to rank 3 over Domino. I might. Haven't decided. So there's that. Let's see. Of my skill champions, Chilth, even unawakened, would probably go to rank 3. Cosmic. While we're here, let's just look. Cosmic might be Null. He might go R1, or he might go R2 to R3. Either him or Vox. I just have 4. Cosmic is kind of the one I don't want. Tech. Maybe probably Iron Man or Hulkbuster. Mystic. Chavez. I wouldn't pass her up a second time for it. Yeah, I just have the 4 R3s, Manuel. Like I said, I'm free to play. Yeah, you know, I have more rank 6 stars. If that's what you want to call them, more ascended 6 stars than I've got ranked up 7 stars. And I'm really kicking myself for ranking up Black Widow Clairvoyant. Hey Zora, how's it going? You know, if I never ranked up Black Widow Clairvoyant to rank 5, I never would have ascended her, and I never would have been assigned some of the fights I was assigned. I blame that rank up for this season. If I don't rank up counters, I don't have to take stupid fights. Hey, speaking of stupid fights, it's this guy. I'd like to take this guy to rank 3. He is a very big consideration as well. You know, he is a champ, whoops, as I get smacked in the face, that I think would be very fun to have at rank 3. Even unawakened. I'd love the healing ability, and when he, you know, we are able to awaken him, he would probably be a definite rank to rank 3. Oh, Claire put in some work. I'm not going to argue with Claire. I do like Claire. It's just bad taste in my mouth right at the moment. Ah, gotcha. Well, welcome Damon Wild. Or Damon... Okay, I was going to say Wild, but there's no L. So, do you pronounce it Damon Wid? W-Y as an I? Now, you know, the downside to Deathless King Groot is he's fairly easy to fight. Upside is he is tanky. He's a big, beefy boy. And I think he's got a lot of damage now. Yeah, Claire, I'm not upset at, you know, really ranking Claire. I'm just upset at, you know, the downside to Claire, even as an ascended rank 5, is she cannot take a hit. You know, it's what I was saying. Oops, didn't mean to push him red. Should be fine. You know, in Alliance War. Yeah, and that, hey, I was going to restart anyway. You know, she's good. She's nice, but, you know, she's kind of, I can't call her a glass cannon because she's got pillow hands. She's got great utility, but she doesn't have a large health pool. You know, she can't really take very many hits, and she doesn't hit very hard. Ooh, you got to replace an entire BG? Ouch. That hurts. I ran an alliance for a while, and you know what? I don't have the temperament. Not in game. You know, my leadership style does not translate very well to alliances. You know, I take the blame personally for screw-ups. You know, if my team messes up, I take the blame. That's how I manage my team at work. And it doesn't really translate well when you're trying to lead an alliance. So let's go see if I got any compensation. I don't see any yet because I still just have the 20 mail. Nope, no comp that I see. So yeah, I like to fall on my own sword. And this should be the last one in this arena. Okay, and it's probably going by tier. I can log into my other account and see. They finished up gold 1, I think. I have no idea. I don't know if I ever looked at the rank that we were. I just logged in. I ran Alliance Quest. I ran Alliance War. I logged out. Gold 2 Alliance running 668 by 4. Pushing for plat next day. That would be cool. Good luck. Manuel may have some contacts. I'm actually going to step away from... Whoops. I forgot. I always confuse him and Wiccan with which one you can parry and which one you have to do light attacks. I'm actually going to step away from my free-to-play account for a month or two. When I'm traveling, I don't want to have to deal with 2 accounts. I'll do 1. And speaking of clairvoyant, and now here we go. Here's my prediction as well. I just took up Photon. I ascended her for war. When I open my next 7-star, I'm going to get Photon. I won't argue. I think Photon, I like the awakened ability. And then I don't have less resources, but I was away from MC for 3 years and you came back. Congrats. It's a hard to get transition to get back into the game after any length of time away. And just think, we could have had Kate as a 7-star. Returned in December. Wow, where did you? Are you through? Are you Valiant or sitting at Paragon? Okay, that answered that question. I've really started to like Photon on attack. That's some good work if you're Valiant. My second account, which I've been running a lot longer. Granted, I don't do anything. I've done the initial clear of Act 7, initial clear of Act 8, up through 8.3. I'll do the initial clear of 8.4 eventually. But beyond that, I haven't done anything on it. I may have run 1 or 2 paths of 7 for like the Karina's challenge, the 7 for 7. I think I'd ran... Did I run anything else in 8? I'm trying to think. For any of the challenges or anything? I'd have to look. That is something I will not be doing on my free-to-play account. There is no Necropolis runs on that account. Photon was fun for Prowler, the CQ she can parry. Yep, that's kind of what I liked. I might use her. Oh, you have a 7R2? That's awesome. All right, that fight's done. I'm just going to load up my free-to-play and see if we've got any compensation. If we do, I'll swap over to the iPad, bring it up on screen, and let you see. The other one that I wish I had gotten to use more that I ascended that I really, really like is on the team now. Vision. He handles Alliance War the way I like handling Alliance War. Pretty much, if they can't throw specials, I can't get hit by a special. That power drain that he's got, you know, outside of magic, you know, I can do Alliance War fights with him and they never throw a special. Oh, you know what? I think I've got to go out and do my web store. Let's see if we got compensation for anything in here. I've got more rewards over there than I do here. No, not seeing any compensation for war. War complete, skirmish, complete, skirmish. You've been chosen. Alliance War Correction. Yeah, I did get them. Wow. That ain't bad. Okay, I am going to put on Be Right Back. I am still here. I'm not going anywhere. I am just switching. If this will work, I don't know if this will work. I may have just confused. Oh, wow. That is cool. I did not know this would do that. Let me see how this comes up. I've got them both side by side. So there we go. That is the compensation rewards. So that was the compensation for what we finished at. Then gets me a couple 6-star crystals I can open up. And some 5-star. And a bunch of loyalty. But see, this guy right here at Sig 200 Ascended, you know, they never going to get a special off. And that's cool. I never knew that I could run both side by side on this. So there you are. That's what the compensation looks like. And now let's see what it does. Hey, and it comes right back. I love it. Yeah, that's a nice amount of loyalty. That is a nice amount of loyalty. I need it on this account. I spent way too much loyalty. I spent way too many units this year as well. I think total spend for this Alliance War season, 2, 3, so that would make it 4,000 units on boosts. Just the Alliance War bundle boosts. I had to buy a couple Invuln boosts, and those are 375 a piece. So that's probably, just say 4,500 there. Probably about 5,000 units for war. On top of the amount of loyalty I spent. Spend 200 units per war. Yeah, see, I try to hoard as much as possible so that I have loyalty to do it. Like in the off season, I'll hoard. I will gather everything up I can when it's for loyalty. I don't like using my units. I like saving those for big deals. You know, we should get, it's my understanding, and I don't know if it's 100% accurate, we should get a big deal at the end of 8.4. You know, there's always been one at the end of a section. You know, war's expensive. I'm not gonna, there's no way to deny it. It can be done with loyalty. You know, you don't have to buy the Alliance War bundles. I did because I was taking fights that I was not comfortable with. I was not in a comfort zone for a large portion of the fights. You know, and Manuel's here, so I'm not going to give all my secrets away. Yeah, I thought Crash said there was a good deal at the end of 8.4. I do not like Hazard Shift unless I've got a double immune. I end up screwing it up entirely too much by hitting into them when they're in the wrong mode. I mistime things. You know, it's just, I know what to look for. I know what to do. My timing, my sense of timing, my flow of the fight. I am one who very much needs to be in a flow in a fight. And Hazard Shift causes you not to be in a flow. I'm thinking, Andy, it's probably going to be this weekend. It's going to be a busy time. I'm thinking they're going to have 8.4 and spring cleaning out at the same time. Because it's usually big events like that, you know, it's either going to be this weekend or next. So, you know, you're looking at 3 to 4 days or more. But, you know, so Hazard Shift I don't like. Anything that breaks me up from the rhythm of a fight. You know, you've got this stupid global which breaks you up from the rhythm of the fight. You either have to sit there and focus on, okay, I'm going to parry, and then I'm going to back away, and I'm going to parry again, and then I'm going to back away, and I'm going to parry again. Yeah, you got a lot of that. Oops. You know, I don't like that. I like a rhythm. And I like to be able to keep it going. Yep. There's going to be a lot of new variants in 8.4. So, you know, that's my thing with the game. I like a rhythm, whether it is a 3-hit combo, whether it's, you know, with Photon with a 4-hit combo. I don't care what the rhythm is. Anything that detracts me from that is where I struggle. You know, and you know, the more that is going on under both both bars up there, the worse I do as well. You know, the more I have to look out for, you know, the worse off I'm going to be. Because for some reason, I can't keep my attention focused on the fight down below, what's under their health bar, and trying to focus my eyes quick enough to see the different icons, what's going on under mine. So, you know, it's like, and the other thing is I ranked this guy right here up thinking I was going to use him in war. You know how many times I use a long shot in war? Not a problem, Andy. Good night. Get some rest. 1:30 in the morning. You're up late. Go get some sleep. But I'm kind of glad I didn't have to do long shot in war, because he usually was the one taking gore on node 42. Run 3 BG raids. Oh, I love raids. I'm so glad raids are next week. It's nice when it occurs on a travel week, because we can get it done in one day, then I don't have to worry about it the rest of the week. No, I didn't. But yeah, I did rank them up thinking I was going to be to use them for something. I took that gore plenty when that fight was at the end of 789. Sometimes successful, sometimes not. Yeah, so I mean that's just, I know my limitations in the game. You know, I think Clown and planners in BG2 kind of know my limitations as well. You know, I don't mind taking harder fights as long as I can get into a rhythm with it. You know, once I get the flow going and get a feel for the fight and do things, you know, and I was proud of myself a couple times this year where the rhythm and the flow wasn't there and I was able to slow it down and recover. Happens sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, there's really only a couple real big fights I do not like on the map. Hazard Shift, which is a lot of fights, I'm not a big fan of. Path 5, I'm not a big fan of. Or 5B. 5A is not too bad. 5B, I can intercept just fine, as long as you don't tell me I have to intercept. That's what happened to me today in war. I didn't have to intercept. I felt like I needed to intercept because I took so much damage. So I tried an intercept and got smacked in the face. But if I play relaxed, you know, and that's the other thing about war, and then I'm done with war, is I don't play relaxed. I play tense. I play not to die way too often in war. There's a difference between playing not to die and playing to win a fight. You know, if I could do war fights like I'm doing these right now, I mean, you'll see me, granted, you know, their attackers' health isn't boosted up, but even when I get my back against the wall, I don't panic. You know, I play the fight. Oh yeah, there's a huge difference. I mean, if I could play relaxed, it'd be awesome. It's like this morning, before I took my last fight, I was sitting in my chair right here. I've got a ottoman over here beside me. I put my feet up. I was relaxed. I was chilling. And then the second it's like, okay, it's time to go. It's like, okay, got to sit up. Got to get my war mode on. And if I hadn't done that, I'd probably clear that fight easily. Well, that's what today was. I can tell you, as sure as I'm sitting here, that whole fight was okay. And I remember the thought that went through my head right before I hit fight was, all you need to do is a special 2 and you won't die. And that first thing that happened to me was I threw that special 2, but it was into his falter. And then I missed it, and all of a sudden, everything in me tensed up, and it was like, oh God. And then I tried something stupid, which was I tried to do an intercept, which, if I don't try that intercept, I win that fight. All I had to do is let him hit into my block. You know, granted, it is Adam. You can't really let him hit into your block too much, but I could have taken, you know, the first hit into my block and then backed away. And I survive, and I get that fight down. But yeah, the tension in war for me is what I don't like. If I could fight it, you know, off-season war, I love. I love the challenge. And I didn't get a crit in those first 10 hits. Wow. Yeah, well, the problem was I didn't have buff immunity up. Hey, stop. That didn't. That was dumb of me. Oops. Hey, that was a parry. Granted, I know I've got some ability accuracy on there. See, there's a nice little intercept. At the end of this game comes more... Yeah, oh yeah. War is tense. And especially ones like today. You know, that is... That's the downside to it, to war. You know, if it wasn't for the tension, if we could do it for fun, kind of like we run AQ and raids and all that stuff, it'd be much better. I would love them. I guess the other part of war that I don't like is I'm tired of it. It is the same, has been essentially the same for, what season is this now? Going to be 49? When you think about that, you know, that is 12, 24, 36, 44 years plus. Yes, they've changed the map some. But it's been essentially the same thing for 4 years. It's time for it to evolve into something else. That's why I love raids. You know, I like that they're trying to shake up AQ and do something different. I don't know why I'm doing light medium here on attack. So, oh yeah. I mean, there was the one war that I even posted in chat before I took the fights. I posted main chat. If I run all 6 of those fights and don't die, I was going to retire. I should have retired at the end of that. Because I ran those 6 fights, I was best I'd ever felt about war. Oops. And, you know, I only feel bad about this one because of, you know, if I hadn't died, I'd feel great right now. Win or lose that war. And you guys can tell me not to worry about it as much as you want to. It's not gonna... I'm a perfectionist. I can't help it. If I do something, you can ask Garion, who's here in the chat. If I do something, I want to do it well. See? He knows me a little bit. I mean, I don't demand that of others. At least I don't think I did. He can answer that one as well. You know, but that's just who I am. To a fault. I mean, I remember... wasn't far enough back. I mean, even in college, when I went back to school, I went back to college in 2005. Oops. And I was a perfectionist so much that if I told myself if I was going to do college, I was going to do it right. And I ended up with, you know, 4.0 the whole way through my PhD. You know, I just... kind of who I am. It's kind of in my DNA. Self-imposed. You know, when I played golf, I was the same way. It's one of the many reasons I did not go on tour. Oh yeah, I will definitely jump in if I know I can do something better. You know, in college I played golf my freshman year, and one of the reasons I didn't go pro is because I couldn't do it as well as I wanted to. I couldn't do both school and golf at the same time as well as I wanted to. You know, because my dream coming out of high school was I was going to go on the PGA Tour. But then there was, oh, well, you got to be a student athlete. And that part was hard. Wow, his taunt even reduces my ability accuracy on getting my club ignited. Oops. Fine. It's also one of the things that made me a very poor business owner. Because if I didn't give somebody perfect service, I kind of didn't charge them what I should have charged. All right, almost done with this one. And I love when they put in 3 of the same class, and I've got the off class. And they do 4 light hit combos into my block. She's a champ I wish was better. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? And I wish I had a 7-star Juggy. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I've, you know, only done 2 streams before today. I don't know if I'll do 3 every day. It's a lot of talking. Granted, they're a little bit shorter streams. Oh, let's go this way. But, you know. So, when I logged off from WoW this morning, you were asking about Kentucky and who I thought. I don't know who I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be Hurley. Hey, Andrecious, how's it going? How has your day been? You know what? I'm kind of, sad that they took is the loyalty crystal gone? And now you have to buy it with Shatter? Or is the loyalty crystal still there? Here and there, it was full. Thank you. Mine was okay. Work went well. I love my job. That is one of the nice things that I can say with a certainty. There's days it's a job like any other job, but for the most part, I love my job. It is one that is very fulfilling to me. I get to do what I love. I get to lead a team that I love. I get to travel. I am very, very, not to brag, but I'm very good at what I do. That is, something that I can say with a certainty. I can look at a mess and figure out the puzzle pieces and figure out how to solve the puzzle and get things up and working. Hey, Chris. I am by trade, my title is Manager of Project Management. I run for a national retail organization. I do all the computer and IT related installations in our retail stores. And right now I run a project, oops, threw that a second too early. I'm running a project where the company that I work for bought up about 100 other, it's retail eye care. I bought up about 100 retail eye care practices. And I'm having to go in and pull out their networks, their computers, and put in all our stuff. So, it is a matter of I go in, it's like when I leave Friday, I'll get into town, into Nevada, where I've got 5 practices I'm doing over the weekend. We've got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to pull out all their old gear, replace it all with ours, get everything working, and get out. And, I've done this now for 2 years, basically. I've not missed once. Not to say everything's gone perfect, but we've not ever missed and not had the practice open on time. So, as much as I hate to say it, Kentucky is a prestigious basketball school and will most likely get a top-notch coach. If Kentucky would have made it to the elite, I don't think so. I think he probably would have stuck around. He's jumping while the jumping's good. It got a little tough. I think he's one of those coaches that, while he won't say it, hates the one and done. And he may say it. I don't know. I don't know. Don't follow Kentucky that closely, or Calipari that closely. But it's like I said earlier, the college, as much as, I don't like Kentucky either, but as much as I don't like them, college basketball's better when they're good. They're just one of those programs. So the college basketball world is even better when UCLA is good, and that's been a while. Oh yeah, I'm sure you do. That is probably the biggest, since, yeah, I don't know what happened to Ohio State basketball. They had a nice run, in the 2010s. Maybe a little bit earlier than that, 2005 range, somewhere in there. All right, we're going to make you go boom here in a second. Yep, right here. Go boom. Bye-bye. Oh, right, not almost done with this one. The worst part about this is I'm screwing up. Arena Day is tomorrow. Oops. Ooh, I don't like these matchups at all. I do not like these. Oops. That didn't work. Yeah, OSU seemed to get a good coach, and then after a few years, that coach will leave for something better. The same with Xavier and Cincy. Well, the Bearcats can go away. I don't like the Bearcats. Never like Cincy. I hate to break it to you. I know you're up in the area, but they are not a team I really like. All right, little America Chavez, please throw your special, and not a heavy. Thank you. I like it when you do that. Do it again. Effect. Yeah, the heck with it. We'll finish it this way. I was going to do it in a block, but no, you wouldn't let me. I'm not a fan of any Ohio colleges. Good. Neither am I. One, I was born in the state of Pennsylvania, so it is against the law for me to like anybody in Ohio. I'm not a state Penn fan, but I was born in the state. The worst part was, I told people all the time, I jokingly always called it, and a lot of people around where I did too that don't like Penn State, we called it the state Penn. It was, all the issues that they had, it was well known. There was no secret to the stuff that was going on with Joe Paterno and, the coaching, not him, but the coaching staff underneath him. He was oblivious. Just an unwritten rule. Penn State and Ohio State used to be very bigger rivals than what they are now in college sports. They're still pretty big rivals, but used to be a lot more. Just an unwritten rule. Okay, dude, just die. Closest to me that I cheer for is either Notre Dame football. See, I can't do Notre Dame. Yeah, the rewards aren't too bad. Oops, did not mean to get hit there. And kill him before the pod. I like it when I can do that. All right, couple more here, and we are done with both arenas. I am ready for them to make changes to arena as well. It's about time for some changes to arena. 7 stars have been out. They're prevalent enough now. We need a 7-star arena. They won't change the rewards, but, well, they won't change the units. They'll change the other rewards that go along with it, and I think I'm ready for that, too. Although I will say I miss my premium hero crystal shards. I don't get those nearly often enough anymore. I need my 2-star champions. Where else am I going to get them? Oh, speaking of which, I can do an opening tonight. I don't know if I'm going to record it or not. I got to think through something real quick. Really? Oh, you're stupid neutralized. I got it in before the neutralize that time. A lot of my coworkers are big OSU fans. Oh yeah, in that area. And I love it when I get to wear my Michigan hat or my PSU hat. Yep. There you go. I was happy, I'm not a big Michigan fan, but I was happy to see them win this year. Even though they did beat up on my school at the beginning of the year, we played them well for the first half. I was pleased with that. Come on, beefy boy. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Why did that second hit not hit? And there goes my invuln real quick. That's right. Built me up enough power that I can do this again. And you're not against the wall. Washington would have played a better game. There's a difference in the conferences that they play in. Washington was a very good college football team. But they don't have, it's kind of like the SEC and, the Big Ten. I've always got to think which one's the Big Ten, which one's the Big 12. Because neither of them have 10 or 12 teams anymore. But you get a lot more practice against a lot higher level competition in those conferences. That's why they win. That's why the Pac-10 didn't. That's why the Pac-10 had to break up. There is something to be said, week in, week out, when you're in Alabama or Georgia, and you're playing Alabamas, you're playing Georgias, you're playing, top-notch, high-quality programs week in, week out. All right, we're going to do a quick restart here, and we're going to see if we've got any compensation rewards on this account. And then I may go open some crystals of a variety. And I probably will record it and post it as a short if I can. Nope, no comp. No comp here yet. Yeah, it'll be. I mean, I don't like what they've done to the conferences, but it is what it is. In here, I have. Yep, I do need to go do. I need to go to the website. I'm going to do that before I do anything else. Let's go to store.playcontestofchampions.com. You're not going to see it because I've got to log in. And then I've got to log out, and then I've got to log in again because I've got to get my second account in here. Okay, one done. Two done. Okay, so I've got my free dailies from there. But what I do have in here, somewhere, eventually, in this mess, I've got 44 1 and 2 star. That's what I wanted to open right there. Cavalier Objective Crystals. I don't know why I've been hoarding these. I've got 202 of them. You know, they don't give very much. You know, just figured I wanted to see what 200 of them would give me. I will see what it'll give me. There's 202 of them. You know what? I think I'm... Do I want to record this as a opening? Yeah, let's do it. So you're going to hear me just kind of do a quick little intro. It's going to be for a short, so it won't be very much. I don't know what I'm going to say or do yet. I may do it 2 or 3 times like I normally have to record things. And my allergies are starting to kick in because my face and my head is itching. And I apologize that you see me scratching all the time. It's pollen allergies. So let's go ahead and do this before I itch myself to death. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Going to open up 200 of the Cavalier Objective Crystals just to see what we can get. Let's go ahead and jump in and do it pretty quick. We're just going to pop all 200 of these open nice and fast just to see what the outcome is. We'll look at them all at the end. And we formed a couple Tier 4 basics. I'm not expecting very much, but I just wanted to see what a good assortment of these would get us. All right. Couple more. 2, 1. And there we go. 200. You know, some Tier 4 basic. We've got some Tier 4 class catalyst crystals or shards there. Got 26 Tier 1 alpha, which I'll probably never use. A bunch of ISO. And a whopping 1,000 6-star shards. So there we go. Nice, quick, easy for you. Appreciate you watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and take care all. There we go. All recorded. And we'll open the last 2. Yeah, I don't think I'll do that again. That was a waste of... That's a waste of hoarding right there. Eventually there will be only 4, maybe 5 conferences, and then what are all these schools who are like... Yeah, that's the thing that I hate, is, you know, being a smaller school fan. You know, my alma mater is a smaller school that wants to do well, but just is not ever going to have the chance ever again. I don't think there's anything else left open in here. Can I get close to a 7-star? That's a Titan crystal. I'm really close to a Titan crystal. Huh. Well, we got 1 6-star we can open. Let's go ahead and open that. That's a nice SIG 200. Do I have 7-star shards anywhere? If those rewards would come, hey, there's now 21 mail. Oh, that was my store purchase. Let's see what we got in the rewards. I may be able to open up a 7-star. And that's a better short than 200 of those crystals. There's 550. There's 2,000. There's another 150. And then I could open up 6 stars, but I don't want to see if I want to get a little closer. If I can find another, well, there's Valiant, so there's going to be another 1,000. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, that stinks when they do that. And there's 750. Let's gather and see what we can do here. Let's see if we can do a 7-star opening before Alliance War rewards. You know, the crystals changed today. Hey, that's a 6-star crystal in there as well. That's some exalted shards. We may be able to get there. Let's see what we can do. Let us see if we can get there. What conferences do you think will win the most national championships? SEC, if you're talking football. They are such a juggernaut when it comes to football. I still think they're the conference to beat. Let's grab these. These are the big ones. And there's another 6-star in there. So yeah, we'll get another 7-star here. And we'll see if my guess of Photon is correct. Oh, that's, yeah. Unfortunately, 5 days in a war season is like an eternity. All right, let's see what else we got in here as far as 7-star shards. There should be some from the test of the Valiant. We'll grab those 300. Don't like grabbing all these rewards in the middle of the week. It feels wrong. The things I do for you guys, it just feels wrong. There's 300 more, and I think that's the last of them. So there we are. Let's see where that puts us. I don't think has Alabama named a coach? I don't know, to be completely honest. Okay, ooh, Abyss Nexus. Which class do I want? There's no champions I need. Who do I still need SIGs on as far as a 6-star champion? It's not available in 7-star. Let's go Science. Here, what do I need? I think we'll take Cosmic to get that up to 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and open up the 6-star that was in there. Was that a Nexus or just a regular? Ooh, I've got a featured as well. Let's open up the feature. We're just going to do all sorts of opening. Uh-oh. And you guys can't see it. Can you? Interesting. My playback is black. Oh, you can? Let me refresh my stream because it's just showing me a black screen on mine. Everything just went black. Okay, there it is. Everything just went black on my end. I don't know why. And out of this featured crystal, we get... That's nice. A nice little Cheoth. Don't need her. Got her as a 7-star, but nice to have her. Is that an Awakening? Nope, that's a Sig 40. Got it. But that's 275 more shards, so that puts us almost there. We're 1,000 shy. So we got a 6-star crystal. We'll pop that open. Then we'll go do the Abyss Nexus. We'll open up the Max Sigs. And we should have enough. I like doing 7-star crystals on the stream every once in a while. Let's see what we get out of the Abyss Nexus. Okay, let's get rid of the Big 12. How would you rank the ACC, Big 10, and SEC? SEC, 10, ACC. Even though ACC has Clemson overall, they're not that good. I was kind of hoping for Invisible Woman there, in a way. Who do we take? I guess we're going to take a Max Sig. It doesn't really matter. We'll take Photon here, trying to stem off the Photon from the 7-star. That's the plan. Okay, give it back to me now so I can go get those Max Sig crystals. There should be 3 of them, or 2 of them. And that should be enough. All right. 7-star crystal time, my friends. Who are we going to get? Do we have any betting people in the stream? We did have new champions added to the 7-star pool today. Wouldn't mind that Piggy. Oops. Where'd it go? There it is. Would not mind Piggy. Don't want Photon at this point. Awakening Vox would be lovely. Don't really need Iron Man anymore. I wouldn't mind more Sigs, but don't really want them. Jabari would be an Awakening. Not the worst thing in the world. Any thoughts on who we get? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Miami, and they haven't been that good in football recently. Neither has FSU been that great either, all things considered. Bishop is in the pool. I've already got him an Awakened. I wouldn't argue with more Sigs on him. You know, let's see what we get. All right, here we go, folks. A 7-star crystal. Gonna drop it on a spinner, see what we get. And with the new pool of 7-star champions, this time around, we get a... Tap it and see. Manuel, are you still here? Did you do this to me? We get new champions added to the pool, and I've got to get the worst champion in the 7-star pool. Not an Awakening, not a first pull, not an Awakening, but Sig 40. That's the way, I shouldn't have done it. That's the way today's gone. Can I go back? I want the Photon. Well, it gets us that much closer to a Paragon Crystal. Oh man, that's not that good. What else do we have in here? Do I have somewhere down here? I do have an Exalted Crystal. Let's see if we get lucky. I'm expecting a 6-star, but you know, let's give it a shot. Maybe we get a 7-star out of this. What are the drop rates here? Oops. 20%. 20% chance at a 7-star. We get a 6-star version of. I'm going to say it now. It's going to be a 6-star. We get a 6-star. Told you. Gore. Oh well. Wah, wah, wah. We get to try again when more rewards come in. Oh well. That's going to do it though, folks. I think that's going to wrap it up. Not the greatest openings in the world, but did enjoy the stream nonetheless. Thank you for coming along the arena grind with me. Thanks for keeping me company, waking me up and giving me something to do while I mindlessly fought champions in the arena. I do have to take advantage of a level up. Hey, I don't think I've done anything on it yet. I've done a little bit. And we don't have a double level up, so I'm going to finish ranking up somebody. I don't know who it is. But until the next one, sometime tomorrow with 8.4, everybody have a great evening. Get some rest. Put your fingers on ice now. Get them all healed up. Do your exercises, whatever it takes. Be ready to go tomorrow. And everybody have a great evening and take care all. Oh, and Lee, if you're still here, thanks for the gifted membership to yourself.